Sweden is an absolute beast of a map. There's just so many different locations, routes, and places you can go. I don't know if I could ever break this down and give you everything because everything is mapped or situational dependent on this map. And we also have the gameplay footage, and the gameplay was just as crazy as this battle was. So if that's something you want to check out, make sure you smash that subscribe button and come back a little bit later and we'll have that video up for you guys. But starting out, it's normal to see a heavy push either for the C point or the A point. B is kind of mix and match at this BR. At the lower BRs, you would see a heavier B push. But here, we can see that Team 2 dominating control over that C point. Team 1 is kind of just feeding here. They're just, Team 2's got all the good locations here. Well, they've set up the good locations. You can do both locations from both teams. But they've got good sniping corners. They're helping each other out. They're staying together. They're playing together. But Team 1's kind of just feeding here, and that's not going to be great for them. Now, the A point, Team 2 has taken control. They had little to no resistance against there. There's one guy over there that they ended up killing. And the B point, they swarmed it and then captured the B point, if you didn't catch that part. And they continue to have the corners blocked off. There's a tank destroyer in the E3 block from Team 2 that's watching the field, or that grassy area down there, to snipe at anybody that's trying to outflank or to try to get to the A point, which is a pretty good spot. But he realizes that the B point's getting lost, so he's going to come back around and try to do something about that. But it's not going to end up working. One of the things you need to know about Sweden is that there's roads that are blocked off, which that's one of them. And so you need to know those so you don't end up wasting time or getting stuck somewhere and trapped. Now, I just realized that above the B point, there's a light tank from Team 2 that's been sitting there, and I think he's engaging the guy at B, pretty sure. But right now over at the A point, there's an R3 that's pushing up the main road. He's going to engage an AMX 10, I believe it was, and take them out and then capture the A point. The C point is still heavily controlled by Team 2, and they're doing a good job at that. And they don't know that they're about to lose the A point, but they're thinking, okay, we've got to move from here and go capture the B point if we're going to do anything with this. The guy from Team 1 tries to take opportunity on this, but ends up getting engaged by the one guy that was trailing behind, and taking the C point is not an option right there. Now, at 9.0, Team 1 at this stage would just be dismal and in despair, and you'd have people not spawning in, but that's not the case. Team 1 gets a fire under their butt and continues the fight. Now, looking at the map, there's not a lot here. There's, everyone's spread out. There's a little bit from this team, a little bit from that team, and it's really, you would think, a done deal. Team 2's got the victory in the hat. No, Team 1 comes back with a vengeance and absolutely wrecks them. And going from here, it's kind of just, and I'm going to admit it, there's my SPAA that's down in the bottom left from Team 1, and we go through and just dismantle things. So make sure you guys go on over to the gameplay footage, check that out. Let me know what you think, both with this review and the gameplay. But with that, I'm going to let this play out because there's just a lot of my SPAA running around destroying everything from the aircraft to the tanks. So right here, the first thing I'm going to kill right here is the Trum. He's out. And then from there, sweep around the A point. The C point, I was surprised that they didn't come back and take it, but the aircraft, there was just a lot of aircraft up. I think that's partly where Team 2 fell apart, was that if they would have stayed on the ground, they could have won. But they went into a lot of aircraft, and aircraft on Sweden is not entirely a great idea because the SPAAs just hide everywhere, and you're just going to get shot from who knows what and where. So if you're going to bring an aircraft at 9.0, you're going to want to be really vigilant about watching, for tracer fire or sounds of anti-aircraft fire, because you're going to get shot down. Only thing that's not going to get shot down probably is high out, like you're 10-0 above, you have high altitude, bombing from, 20,000 feet or orbit. But with that, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video.